Break-in anger in Cleveland tonight after the bodies of two young girls were found in suitcases. Shock from a neighbor who discovered one of the bodies while walking his dog last night at East 162nd in Midland. Heartbreak from community activists who have been working on safety. And anger from a city councilman who says he feels like he's being left in the dark, kept out of this investigation in his jurisdiction. News 5's Kaylee Olivas is hearing from them all tonight and has the latest on what we know so far.
Breaking news in Cleveland's South Collinwood neighborhood, where all this began 2 days ago. News 5's Kaylee Olivas is live there tonight. Kaylee, what are you learning?
If you look over here, this is the field off Midland Avenue and 162nd Street, where those two girls were found inside suitcases. Now, right next door, a property that Cleveland police say was searched today in connection. That search leading to a person of interest.
So in Cleveland, Ohio, there is two sisters who were found in a shallow grave, buried in a suitcase. Well, I have some information on who got arrested, and they were in the news once before. Stay tuned, Fugitive TV. Welcome to Fugitive TV. I am your host, Ray Marcel, where we take a look at cases and we take a look at them from a different perspective, because I was once a fugitive on the run from the law myself. And what we do is we take a look at cases of missing people, unsolved crimes, anything that might need my point of view or me digging into to find some research that nobody else is finding or no big media outlets are saying, anything like that, right? Well, I don't know if you guys heard about what's going on in Cleveland, Ohio. There's a case where it's two young females were found in a suitcase that were buried in a shallow grave. I'm gonna read to you the article right now. It says two young girls whose bodies were found in they were stuffed inside suitcases at an Ohio park. Now, come to find out, these two girls, they were half sisters. Okay, so they were half sisters. They say one is probably under 10 and the other one's 14 or under, okay? A dog walker stumbled across the juvenile females who are believed to be between, and it tells you their ages, when his testy pooch refused to move off a mound of dirt. So the guy was out walking his dog, and when he was walking his dog, it was like a mound of dirt, and the dog went to the dirt but didn't want to leave the dirt. So I guess the guy, they're not saying exactly, if the guy opened up the suitcases or not. But that's when he decided to, call the police. So when law arrived, that's when they confirmed that, was a body inside the suitcase. But then upon further investigation, they found another shallow grave in the same area. That's when they found the half sister. This happened, I believe it was 2 days ago. Well, as of today, they have made an arrest. They have arrested a person of interest.
Two shallow graves, a suitcase holding a young girl's body in each one. This community is understandably shaken up, asking how and why. We're asking the exact same questions, finding out that apparently this site is known for illegal dumping. I mean, take a look at this. Tires, trash, and now a deadly find.
It's something you would see on a movie, it's just weird, it's crazy.
Just another Monday, as Philip Donaldson would say, walking his dog on the same route he always does.
I had been walking past that for at least a week, that pile of dirt for at least a week, before I even just, went across my mind that I would check it.
Partially buried beneath that dirt, a suitcase, and what he saw, a body inside.
After that, I didn't want to see anymore.
Cleveland police investigating, only to find a second suitcase and body.
I just got a call from the chief, and we can confirm that we now have a person of interest.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
Now, I haven't seen the name fly around who the person is on social media. Guess what? I found him. I found who it is. They arrested the mother. The mother. The mother's name is Aaliyah M. Henderson. Okay, 28 years old. Out of Cleveland. She literally lived right across the street from the field. Literally, you can see the field from her bedroom window. So she would wake up, look out the bedroom window, and that's where her daughters were at. Right? It was like a grave almost. Now, it's been snowing for a while up there. So people are saying because it's been snowing, nobody's been out walking their dog, things like that. Now law enforcement is saying that they probably have been out there for a while because of they've been decomposing. So they've probably been out there for a while. And because of it's been snowing, nobody's been out there to find anything because the snow's been covered the ground. So since it stopped snowing, now people are out walking around, walking their dogs, things like that. And that's when they came across. What boggles me is the own mom is right across the street and you can see from the window. What kind of sick individuals we got going on? Well, I told you the mom was already in the news. Take a look at this article real quick that I found. So this is from cleveland.com. We can't read the whole article because I'm not subscribed to it. This is actually my first time, I think, even reporting on something that's happened in Cleveland. So this is from cleveland.com. It says Metro Rainbow Connects extends university hospitals committed to meeting patient needs outside doctor's office. You see this picture here? Those are the two. Those are the two. The one right here, that's the mom. That is the mom. And then that's the grandma over here to the right. It says intern and volunteer, and it gives her name, Megan. Far left screen's mother, Aaliyah Henderson. Okay. Like I said, Aaliyah Henderson of Cleveland for her social needs at a pediatric visit in March. Henderson is holding daughter Armour Wilson, 3, and Henderson's mother, LeBranick, holds her granddaughter, Mila Chapman, almost 2. It's so sad. But it says Cleveland for her social needs, pediatric. Cleveland, Ohio. Aaliyah Henderson brought her daughters to University Hospital's Rainbow Center for Women and Children on Euclid Avenue for a checkup in March and left the clinic with 2 big non-medical worries off her mind. How to afford the furniture she'd need after an upcoming move. Okay? Upcoming move. So I wonder if this move, this is actually from 2019, by the way. So this is what, 6 years ago? Almost 7 years ago. So 2019. So I wonder if she was moving into the place she is now, or, did she just move in? Now it says to afford furniture for upcoming move and how to pay for the diapers she never seems to have enough of. That's because in addition to the routine heart, lung, and temperature checks of a well child visit, Henderson also received a visit from a student volunteer with the health center's Rainbow Connects team. The program works to identify and help meet families' basic social needs, things like food, clothing, diapers, utilities, and furniture. So it sounds like she was already struggling. Okay. But yes, she was right here, 2019, pictured with her daughters in this article. And this is her. And the 2.
Good.
The news coming on the heels of a search warrant executed on a property merely 100 yards from where officers found 2 half-sisters inside suitcases. For hours, our crews watched as the Cleveland Police Homicide Unit and SWAT teams circled a home on East 162nd.
Part of the investigation led us to this home, and it's been a nonstop, ongoing investigation.
Trash cans were searched, law enforcement in and out of the house. We even saw a small child walk out with an officer. But whether there are more victims in this case wasn't shared by Cleveland police.
So that's the article. So it looks like she was already struggling financially, maybe even keeping up with their, doctor's appointments. I'm not sure, but that's what it looked like through this article. So it did look like she was already struggling with them. I don't know where the father's at. I tried to see if I can find, who the father is. I haven't found who the father is yet. So I don't know if the father was living with them or not. But with this article, it looks like he wasn't in the picture. It was just Aaliyah and maybe the mother, the grandmother, maybe helping to take care of the children. Now, I don't know if the grandmother was living there. That I don't know as well. But I do know that's where the mom was living. Okay. Now, we don't know exactly. They're not saying how they passed or how they died. They're not saying that. I don't even know if they know yet, because they might be still be doing an autopsy. And like I said, their bodies have been out there so long, it might be hard to tell. I don't know. But they're not giving that up. But she has been arrested. She's been arrested for the M charge, and I believe abuse as well too. But she has been arrested and charged. So since she's been charged, they are saying that she did it. Allegedly she's the one. Oh man, I mean, both sisters. What are we coming to, people? What are we coming to? That's horrible. And not only that, I mean, she looks out the window and they're right there. I don't know what to tell you guys. It's horrible. But I figure I'd give you guys this breaking news of who the woman was, just in case if you heard of the story and you're wondering who did it. Well, now you know. Please like, subscribe, share. You guys know the deal. I have the membership down below. The membership is I do update videos on people that have been to court, things like that. So those videos are for members. And if you want to find out, exactly what happened with the person in court. And also, please help the channel grow. We're at 21,000 subscribers in the last 8 to 9 months. Thank you so much. You guys have been great. Please look out for one another. Take care of one another. Be careful of your surroundings. Be aware. This is Fugitive TV. I just want to break this news to you, and I'm out.